It took me over 3 years in the gym to finally figure out what I'm about to share with you. And if you're just starting out, or maybe you've been lifting for a while but still aren't seeing the result you want, this video will save you years, because the truth is, most lifters, including me, overcomplicate everything when they start. But the principles for building muscles are actually very simple. So let's break it down. First lesson. Muscle only grows when you give them a reason to. This means pushing past your comfort zone with real effort and intensity. It's not about endless pump work or chasing fatigue or even living in the gym. Growth comes from giving your body a stimulus it can't ignore. That's what forces it to adapt. For example, if you walk out of the gym and your muscle didn't feel challenged at all, you likely won't grow. The second lesson took me years to really understand, but recovery actually looks different for everyone. Some people can train hard 6 days a week and keep growing, while others need more rest between sessions. If you don't find your sweet spot, you might be leaving gains on the table, or worse, you can get injured. So the key is balance. Hard training plus enough recovery for you. The real test is actually simple. Are you getting stronger or not, or are you actually progressing? Now, here's where most people get lost. They feel like they're training hard, but they're not actually progressing. That's why you need to track your progress. Sometimes it can feel like you're not progressing, but you have made a huge progress, as you see yourself every day. It's not just the weights you lift, but also about how your physique is changing over time. You don't need a fancy logbook if that's not your thing. Even simple notes in your phone, progress pictures, or checking performance in key lifts will keep you honest. We all know the mirror can trick you, but numbers and photos don't really lie. But here's the paradox. Sometimes less training gives you more results. This hit me hard in my own journey. For a while I was training 9 times a week, including fighting sessions on top of my lifting. And guess what? My muscle growth progress stalled. My muscle couldn't just keep up. When I cut down to 5 focused lifting days a week, that's when my physique really started to change. I finally gave my body time to recover, and that's where growth happened. So don't be afraid to pull back. Sometimes less is actually more. And finally, the mindset piece. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were last week. Forget what all the influencers are posting. Forget what the guy next to you is benching. If you're lifting more weights, controlling the reps better, or noticing even the smallest physique changes, you are winning. Focus on what actually matters. Consistent and measurable progress. So here's what you really need. Train hard enough to force change. Recover in a way that fits your body. 3. Track your strength and your physique. 4. Sometimes less is more. And 5. Stop comparing yourself to anyone but your past self.